If you want this portrait to bear any resemblance to you, stop fidgeting. Stand up straight. And turn your head towards me. There. Hold that pose.
Why have you been drawing all these sketches?
So that your island can be appreciated by the rest of the world. Everything is new for us here. We have so much to learn, and who knows, the flora of your country could very well save mine.
Save it from this sickness you told me about.
The Malachor, yes. This is what I hope, in any case. It's taken so many lives back home. I do hope we haven't brought it here, too. I heard there were some sick people in the village. Let's talk about something else. This is the big day, is it not?
Yes. Today is the day Nilan and I begin our initiation.
Ah, I thought as much when I saw that strange woman appear in the village. Congratulations, you must... your mother approaches and she doesn't seem too pleased.
Fravidem amaraugum takasare noigse adiven. Kahole yesad kaids, quesa puisigach, da regusag anedi essa, adveld ole soneded, toig, ment minan veluded.
I must leave you. Our chief summons me.
Go, but do come and see me again when you can. I'd very much like to hear about this ritual.
Qua cadets farvidan ni kaharenoikse. Nastu ka eldaigu?
Avatir radid dat frag. Vogle in marega radidauke. Es Doneigad maluchtom. Sela heda, vor kento flan sabrichtom nuidom.
Nas mewinem vorken sindad da arsisau da garantamen. Na frichti korte Doneigad.
Smein em fravind, velolto, et ja es cor da Doneigad. Ariden ger, esto es sa.
Diwa daralwi samel sin aniloin. Tegede da elu mali minen kasin.
Ja. Es ment radidaude hedet madja to rebne iso glendi.
Es vel em linquid to tegedach, es im nama ka hawelam. Nas ankenam da etenem alig da raidi ta flamam. Qua awelam seg.
Qua awelem seg avatir.
Fravins em frank da dierna an hevigem, buterach, mavridan deolt nes sed mat. Smeuin quisem se cavinanem samelnes diernam toflanem.
Es do ugesin, em navregem comarosi dwint. Tegedem.
Estrahan versagto. Radidendam sachen diagam da windluchton.
Gair? Adadordam se agases radai de ragach, naistalemi, a convenie frasi? Es radador naikse jam linguides bei en mished daen?
Ja, esa radida no convenda quena sequena. Voken quis a jechtam da jungari vigi.
Das echter me im voglendna is junga de la noixa. Sag broig de neis luchton ja is ten. Qui fravind ma berdend varsa ten jasim miklodaig dequils.
Madit danida vuxanti, adier, naval, adier nahach, radida der mens veludeis.
Es dechem da gomfrangide da dierna. Es menilanem, agesines fridenem ger. Es nie voglendaiga.
Nilan, es dechem dam casin, es meshedam, voglinde kaishedan.
Fridenger. Es les anumam, muy crimodorig, frichtig, credo, anilain, e voglendaik. Sago es esa, si arula mai aidam. Atusidame sara didoa, e varach a vinain. Confrangdis, mi aniru se maledi, quanto ribadari malarededao a Yoenga.
Estrag mem closted saradida. Na mem eve me armantiam sam pisru noixa.
Sage sam. Rense danie dechem faruedi, daher camem far voglendi. Voglendis desasis redis ed jaes radei emesto. Kiden Doneigada shantamen lag obledenen. Es radei em adraig quahi luchton ten. Nas ordis da doiga araigidem. Bud oleg loan de faruedi duis a magenta.
Qua avalem sega doflein. Quae dem fleidas dat susudi esin neis luchtemen jaquensend. Esca overschede a sonea joam.
Manas tanguas rid. Quae vred radides cavevam.
Samo radidu quis. Nacoidem amanteam sam mada cavernoxa. Lientara orgi, neis henese. A contagidem es anaogi maragdent. Sagnaole. Quedem es quindagenta leis rog. Care de siendo venemen ugumendo. Ages abimelam vas, andevarsem, noixio voglendi en michedni. Ami frogus moinem vedere.
Ja, es furcan carantam. En vaiert de cadide amice. El vogle in de marace.
Vorken dada dovarlegu in comfarueda. Na smeu in emesfir da vregus in da Doneigad.
Vorkend dam da duvarlegu es vir. Asmeu in emes fuladem buda ad aberrag da nees luchtom.
Ad loreto, crimo derit ma vanteama. La linquident on a drog beesa.
Quid fravins mador che hediernam avail.
Fravindel samel si gusudue. Arole sonegada a heneseis samel etienem hach gedactas. Es crimo derek seiva nau ca ehenesam. Es mare se vis, ag find enom mil fictaman ad ranon. Moiolole hoila. Marca se viem si es na fravind marag, nama emsede vikshar hirem. Sageras de enclostedas, o sie hade segama va heleg suisi.
Quid bud ededmad jam bud radai dale dach?
Na fravinde novege, es runam Doneigade, sag voglendade, ed an de nachtem, laua, sed me van atoflanem, anondagam qualsheid, em fledade. Ech red neis Doneigad sen, ages olod moi crimoderega gam de hen om miu frictimen, tege dad ni mag. Ages radei de gedo, Doneigadman, da halinia rinmo.
Samemem com frange medierna.
Faria dis adiuem dissima. Encar sed e corei cam davani legiside ad echte gledan.
Allochedar, avoel. Vregame soleda hadesia quel shede menevigi.
Regde die jerne haar dech maar dat kagam frangi de tau glendi.
Ja, es mat goms wis me. Es e godon, de henon mil frichtemen se om nishet he luchtom. Es voladem fletse da regu velu gleo ariden, ga? Ag regu fors miunem de tagarantam de naixvata.
Mad. Estogem radid minan. Disam gaidam en lamen e cam ferta voglendi.
Ja, adierna.
Velmu kagiden kodnade to seis. Nameundum anueri tortesia marauto.
Let's show them what we're made of! Let's show them what we're made of!
Aled toflan tomad. Na vregt for sumuenem dorkeniem da argumedau. Suisies radeies galda nadach, ka gaishedon en vlaman. Ami frogu. Estradeies nama relusem da huis radachtam. Daiam vregames tulanem no. Quedes Doneigada.
Es vogeloiga betus. Es radai dwinta ogel de talle mi nees hennesees.
Es weer. Sag vregende da wind corem. Da wind luchtum. Monesained nees wisvar nees luchtum a nees direm. Es kaieren jam vogelade. De me vrang gemesin. Klos due kiedon tiri. Avel du colli lagachtas re antamen lag. Lemat, ad noedam dau tortendis. Esrade amaroigade, et enaisem de jam quent suis reena. Aragdis, ebunedem ayagam. Estortem ael jam ad noedam, dam fis huis direm. En enegosom es siteneg. Sadiu est ouvlerta viadidao ad luchtos, asciende bivedamen. Argadis en ad bois yandawi, milemen aberdisa bien varhas.
En velnedendere renoixa kaha oledekad.
Clos dis me radidao cahuis valem. Vregdis suis vante MCS. Fravind ma his kenne.
Jo, sag ma elvelnedender. Quodes radeem vregar?
Bud vradajem for huelmes kassem farved folad. Reum den contortam neis luchtom.
Es fran de gadaktam voquel aridenger. Mad. Tegadis noa gadregdis quantorebander satorten.
Es esamena Adalu. A vogel duis. Quinied mendet hosidi.
Na en vert car ilda elu enem vigem sa renoigse, ja radit oleg de denoisem. Quod fravin manna an keldan equi?
Hello, Forkan.
Bertir Simad. It's nice to see you again. How are you, Neelan? And you, Shader?
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Thank you, sir.
Well, did you go see Mina? Do you know a little more about the ritual you have to perform?
Yes, we've spoken to him. Mev, the Tierna Harkadaktas, will accompany us through the final stages of our initiation. She tested our combat skills and gave us 2 missions to complete.
Fascinating. They're undoubtedly tests to make sure you've remembered everything that's been passed on to you. Can I help you in any way?
Tell me about your people, the Lions.
It is funny that you call us lions, because that symbol actually comes from a different nation than the one I call home. The coat of arms you're familiar with belongs to the Bridge Alliance, and it uses symbols from each of the peoples that make up the Alliance. The lion is on the Mosinian coat of arms, but the Sinopole, another name for green, and the gold come from my nation, Tainea, and the azure from Thraxis. The 3 nations who make up the Alliance are very different, but they have a common interest in fighting the same enemies. They fight side by side, sharing ideas, research, and goods. To the outside world, they are seen as a single people. But believe me, Morsinis are nothing like the scholars of Tainea or the boyars of Thraxis.
Did you say there were other people on your island?
Yes, there are actually other nations, in fact. I think I've already told you that we don't come from an island, but a continent, a vast land. Teleme is located to the west. You may have come across missionaries from this country. They have also settled on Tierfredi. They believe in religion and magic, and want to convert the world to their narrow vision of things. I must admit that they have remarkable architecture, but we've been at war with them for over 3 centuries. To the south is the Merchant Congregation, a league of city-states whose power lies in their talent for trade. They are skillful diplomats, and have made their neutrality an undeniable strength. They too have recently settled on your island. If you see elegant dandies dressed in silk who want to trade you something, You're definitely dealing with someone from the congregation. The Dutan Empire is situated between Thélème and our alliance. It is a huge land, and we are also at war with them. Their country is being torn apart by civil war, which is most likely the reason they haven't attempted to settle here yet. Finally, the Free Cities are in the very middle. They are a relatively young nation, perched high in the mountains. They have just won their independence from the Empire. Most of the mercenaries in the Coin Guard come from this country.
What brought you to Tir Fradi?
It is a long story. For a time, I was no more than an armchair scientist. That's what we call naturalists and cartographers, whose work is based solely on the accounts of other people. I read travel memoirs written by others, and studied plants brought back from other people's travels, without ever leaving the comfort of my university. I had more adventurous friends who ventured across the seas and traveled through enemy lands to bring home knowledge. But I found it inessential. I thought they were taking nonsensical and unnecessary risks. With age, I've come to the realization that I've made some terrible mistakes by relying solely on other people's experiences. So when I heard about Tir Fradi, this famous, promised land, I wanted to see it for myself.
What's so special about the illness you told me about?
It's a disease we didn't know anything about. It wasn't mentioned in any of our ancient books. Seemingly overnight, hundreds of people all over the continent were stricken. Then thousands. All those who catch it lose their eyesight. Then their blood becomes black and thick. Eventually, they have to be locked up because they go mad and become violent. And then they die. In some cities, entire neighborhoods have been deserted, with the doors boarded up from the outside. Everyone has lost at least one relative. We must find a cure, or our civilizations will disappear.
You mentioned your country, Doneigad. What can you tell me about it?
Compared to your island, it is a dry country with no large forests like you have here. But our stone is rich in minerals. We have sprawling, beautiful cities, as well as small fishing, mining, farming villages. Above all, it is a land of scholars, where science is celebrated and honored. It is governed by an assembly of wise men we call Sopharchs, who are elected by each region for their great knowledge. I could explain our political system in detail, but frankly, it's rather complex and very different from yours.
You mentioned another people of the Alliance. Thraxis?
Thraxis is a vast territory that became a nation fairly recently. My country even tried to conquer it at one point. It must be said that for centuries, their chiefs did nothing but fight amongst themselves. Actually, it was the attack by my nation that pushed them to rally against a common enemy and ultimately forged them into a nation. They are formidable horsemen, and their cavalry is a major asset in the war against Thélème and the Empire. They are coarse and unscientific, but without them, we'd probably have ended up bending the knee to our enemies.
What is Morsinia?
It is an ancient island nation to the far north of the continent. With a climate similar to yours, they are more isolated and protected from the Empire and Thélème, though part of their population adheres to a similar religion. However, they decided to join the Alliance to safeguard their independence and religious difference from their neighbors' proselytizing zeal. They are normally ruled by a queen, but they have an assembly of nobles and representatives of cities who advise her and make the laws. They are a refined, cultured people, and their science is admirable, but they're rather haughty.
Goodbye, Farkan.
See you later. I'm sure you'll carry out the tasks entrusted to you brilliantly.
Thank you.
Burgleo e wensha suis locos disoleg. Toigde da verudam e no selenam jam comoros.
Radit de queds naiselena.
O rada vuid vir. Na toigdu es nama da ranao casuis igem. Estrid varem kasinda veruva has noisenes da sukasem. Snagna main vuxanti dedkasa. Mende renau requesis?
Scienza radida moidam mader casas noiselenam, jam forvarsche dunkas da veru varhas.
Es clodag suis havanen enen ole genesem. Dawint eged disamel varchantan. Forversche dunkas nesval. Dad va vunget sorgei dama asiter quasavigem. Dava overshedi aberuva has noiselnas dedmadal. Sagnuid ed loxen enig vrevegem. Ag esme eduven essa en camoroisi. Frictid gobanon da goidu morcedi. Sagna men radidau de dam.
Beer tirtumad, Doneigad.
Bir tirtumad. Is a kenum do ready dani?
Radid mev dierna har kadaktas. Dani siende biem de edon. Nas sitten.
Na fravin quod voglen sed. Sages vir sevo quel. O aginim qua salim fricte de bien sienda o bebedon. Da barbadam da veru dar neuda far hassa diuir fer. Vol crecti dao. An amali keni an amar villa jam ludum seg. Perended com farweda canaidir bar.
Traneugt quid betrichs wind grechan da ana bali. Samel sin echter idedent quies.
Escolda regus a nama vetrechen erenoixe. Orgent, arenen da holeia esament. Estaugem toigdent cavila ola ledi. Samel sakon, ja esen olehe niedem vedem no.
Buru fara crecten da rego arcon. Sag sienten farberu betrechem en ail. An hasto wigau a milementen, barig. Mende magalea quenac dactam. Adreg den quacha vedon ane arm.
Anna adregende reduven. Na brogde dwint.
Es el grendum frume de esa heda. Mas betrachem barig. Es vola tacadeti diuen men fraga raigident.
Sie und mes tegedacht already. Es voladem oirag dent reques kenne.
Puslan suis lerg.
Mamendum de hoiragi kungubari agen eilimen es radeem tegedem de wind sunuset.
Beer tirtumad.
Bir
Na oiragde. Que esse sel gaiga luden dene frasem.
concuba roaga verag. Sur concuba da degedak en evedon. Ete vetrecan caolad confadag. Vreg da chase kadak. Laude anig da degedak en fronteran. Sagnamen linguidau dau amantamen raorgia baregina ma. Fravinna codesent. Cair lantek.
Quais rade selg da nees goreem? Beie mar loch, ages fession en eab?
Mana mendem da saidaktent. Nasientem beadida o elei vigina ma ca escion. Sag quenaito. Marab me sitten redena ma. Noi mo oleg. Quenaid ma da degedak de betrechen rach jaung. Age venan ja caido gente oleg. Forir. Quedem beto mara de sitten. Na vreget samel.
What is da en?
Es da gwint lanactum. Ad Loreto. Sa caid ma venunt hanem marag vergei qua quasem ded madel canui. Havina duem bo requesenen quelam sa diuem ver. Faret fravinem broig da sitten. Nara did moi quam. Sag vane duem na flana roidue. Aguel samel canad quan vregt quesalen.
Es madad sel gaig samel to. Fravinde se.
Kagwanoidaktam. Vorgen marag maner kaheselgam. A harmidam betrechemen agevedemen. Pukaesel goigara menendo. Quid siardar.
Quod abald? Na radid matir qua madar geoleg.
Nos quelsem ameuna. Es en herren loani en tavatiram. Sagredue seion hanom. Boegs regatem. Sen vedrecham confadagia toigda emenea. Haser hendida lergen angom. Toi candida cosa qua e vigem. Arremendido lea soneia cortatum. Tegeden vel vorenen selgaigaman. A kengedemen da harroigide. Esta doise medaiga i al ragdende. Bocco grimudari coflanda varme betrech. Towita hadirem ka hanguinan in recachi. Harwigi kragirmoderem. Sacrecti de cavarual. Quana raitam da vatiram. Corrit genie betrechemen varhas qua hetalemam cavaram. Aen desde a crefta hadiram in seiso santan. Estrag me. Naured casuda hedres de dac siusecte.
Qua awlam seg.
Quawelem seg. Anedis trebar.
Oi, coid reques in tas meuna.
Adnu ev meg rigem mardani. A forvarshedi de ista hairagi e bunedi. Et eni asine iske rantamen.
Roig dent casin. Sag es durme em oirogadi to anilan yagam.
Ad loche da ta hen mednecht. Ata vuniginem.
Oi, budoleg samelsana. Nilan to ame vreden oledir.
Quet siarda he sitten en tavanteem. Smeun samel nilenem. Em en velnet en der renoixa.
Na fravind. Vinoid sajori eduven. Frichtit smeunu betrecho confadag creder halach.
Quod dagume goits tu en barregem?
Samel. Es goidi bol kengedemin neis gorei. Vogelai krabedig ja gaid rigem puiseg an e vigem. Sag es folladem smeundes de requis oil?
Ja. Es suisag me da ravindaum aveuls tu sies casonei.
Cagwyn dachtam. Ages folladem caid sa Doneigad mas meune kenne. Agato, as Doneigad seg. Coid Doneigad en veorts da renau tavier.
Ja. A quel shedem rende quendeam smeuin e nedom samol mei.
Es durme emes erentam. Na fravin duchtiram neumagem en savigem, variam na tegeut taneda em vemam. A fravin danebeg ondeam beje de hanem na madad.
Quet siens radidau dem de te rigem kengedo?
Samel fravins, sreng der olaundes qua rigem da hecoreem on diuem. Dam in verdu oleg da nadach oila.
Ja, fravin. Quies quan boad juang to ex regent ramagen olegon tortan.
Es qued vreig, es mavetom. Lemat, quan siendu serhu e vorkeni karmagi. Arulamoiden recoire da gelagem, quies quan es sidam. Arulamoiden der oleg windgengeden da lengu in e kassem ol flinachi kabaram. Es san ni. Es neisgengeden da nadach e korei de doigau betrechimen confadag. Neu koreimen oil. A vog nidme. Everoid oleg da vesidu de quiniet sient contor toigi. Da hexregau vredes. A da gwenaidau en na quenst unneis venemen.
Navuksand to rada doigi nadach nilani ame.
Na, ka gweno dachdam. Ama linquiodum tegedach ded nama, es picnic dorme am siar requestis. Kasid nilan erenoixa coem, sieunt flengu varent an ekiden vegem kados.
Hoi, es voladem aruigam. Sag fravind quod an nadachtem sies.
Es dorme ded. Sag es anken var he koreem da Doneigad anui. Nasiens tegedach en fonteram em krecht judwe.
Quod est adoise madoiga?
Broig began da madaden. Es e kavene ka haglidem queniane hamsteram. Na radid ded. Sag doeder en berd vare teniasem de jam quenst neis igem. Radidem es nama e inned jam cantabe da mordene magenoila. Es matiran kom lorgensan. Kaladem da sei doi samedachtan. Anon dagam. Smewinem es loen ent da eloem vogelent. Em komlin marrigem vogelaigi kahantram. Tu sodent.
Es ad hagos nilana to. Es requesentri?
Siensem teget quelsach, frag da hadesi.
Nas ankenam. En veir to anilain. Samel bradirem jauankach mikenes. Neuda moi.
Ah, rex mahanemam.
Abaundad. Fravinzed. Agis da kenne, na?
Quel shed em naut anken vardu, da regu queseis samel.
Me casin. Sagkad, es velem arulamaid.
Adregam da radidau quad everach.
Na vreg for smeunem dem.
Beor tir si mad. Quel idem es mad suis oglendi. Am es vel suis siu olcam.
Radidem ca harmalem. Renoiga redu iberoigem in nodas. Cantabe da igem. Es morkedem ca hequesiam como rost?
Forir, ja. Queni tu erem fortiung de renoiselam jam fregum de beroiga nodas, ca hantan. Sag rend reidon eoleidem et soidam. Na renden ab marag dani an samvig hem. Na fravin quodsian tam taurebi ma ergaid.
Fravin sque rend de taguesa. Se uns ca red radidau quedem es ankenam pradinagdad.
Na velidu que rendent. Carnad nas catasach medent. Rend olegen ab ad arnasa dani caer. Sag comorosa armal bochtem em sir. Anasient renau quasi santer ol oltrabi echtau grechtidau e clode corei.
Sieunt mes forfarsche die en evigem. Aradidau qua hedonea emes ankenam dent dad.
Quet mens aridengar? Es anken vardo da harlam de Doneigad vir?
Radits quam cavenegem nas cor qued vreg de Doneigad. Quae? Quod vel saurigem?
Es rade em vogel Doneigad vir, nes luchtos, nes vis, enon nes enes, nes gorei, a nes luchtos. Na enon erenaixamen. Linquita vis sagach da oglendi den. Sacto combers e forgrimodrem dent ja teugende hetabe maile mares, samel maes dage. An mendu em berent es anama en orgi agedit.
Quae galus meo leg vridenam ger?
Faret es to samel sin. Nas to samel quen, diam cladente vridenan duben an etalemem. Es to sames aloban, jam to clade vintan lau. Sista hawel de hetira renoixamen nama began, a goita kene.
Quets meuns mader ca hedianam har?
Esadam te saidu se. Kaden mishet kada. Frichtet began kraut. A radit ka sagam runikamon. Sax meuin emes kaur agol agedi arse gardanes luchtos anes dirise. Andeuicht se marag. A samel fravins kene, Rein se ventayam mader kahera naiksa a wint mignimon.
Quits me ons mother ka hedian am har.
Esadan te saidu se. Kaden mishet kada. Frichtet began krap an diu.
Ko...
Brust a hawalam qua a vel oleg, a soneon yeunga. Agatoa niloin, esrexide escrumto. Sien sa sen gengedid buid farbaragdis?
Reondu shantan de robanonem. Es anken vari da regu quesies da he baroiga nodas.
Na, es quessa alen, sagnas fabaragdam. Sag linquid me smeunu. Ja, smenen emveldu redone renau, de heit tesuiden. Neo katasach ene hamsteram. Na vervindu embud anken va robanonem.
Quid fravins de sadonei.
Na marag en veractam. Smeuen emvergeit carhe renoidse ane venam. Fravin gobanon velon me. Es quai nao quas de mameuna de elu de renao de heshantan.
Siendes veluque rendente esin.
Ja, na adenes gorem sag fravin de began. Galunde vlanem smeun. Es oleem sient radadar varsa. Es vel de adragau quasis dorten, no? Aheda, gisla damda oged sadau. Kaharede nilanem est colamtech.
Na broga diern. Es gnad dam.
Rigimen rigenemen mach. Anach frang de duvene farnas da in barem. Jam gisla de toisag dam.
Es folla dem namen de tuisag buiet caranto ca herrigam arch an savegem. Caer, neu vrekt for smeunem det. Budag da goridi donei da vuiet dur det.
Is right you as always. Es virto, Samuel Oleg. Ag dreg dead? God sien for edi duis.
Ad nu ed dierna har. Dautorten dis da do raidem das dug dem mad rigam Donegadamen. Es radai oiragam de queteniasem quenst nes lucht. Ad de quenie tege de sien dau siteni.
Quis mana Oleg contachid case vanteam. Adrebt mev kedachtam mar. Arula moiden sa toten si da he rigam ja bud varsimach. Ages sogerig en da he ole igem. Fabredis amem desmoiruno, a soloides mad suis ruson. Ages tur meam fleedade.
Ad loche dar a vail. Vregames quets meum da vuiet well.
Quid fravins mador ke hediernam avail.
Fravindel samel si gusudue. Arole sonegada a heneseis samel etienem hach gedactas. Es crimo derek seve nau ca ehenesam. Es mare se vis, ag find enom mil fictaman ad ranon. Moiolole hoila. Marca se viem si es na fravind marag, nama emsede vikshad hirem. Sageras de enclostedas, o sie hade segama va heleg suisi.
Quid bud dead madiam bud radai dale dach?
Na fravinde novegem, es runam Doneigade, sag voglendade, ed an denachtem, laua, sed me van atoflanem, anondagam qualsheid, fledade. Ech red neis sonigad sen, ages olod moi Crimoderiga gam de hen om miu frictimen. Tege dad ni mag. Ages radei de gedo. Donegadaman. Da halinia rimo.
Quid bud e dead mat.
Navravi?
Close to si radi de farnas. Quid said?
Es rentorigo. Sagobud si Doneigada. Linguidem si da fravenda moi. Vuscarda vinbar nes riar. Komar lana dorghat nedu. Da diglinach nes vante man mada kaheru noixa. Radidu quahe segam dead. Amendem bir fanas dida. Gwenoidao de a garantasi. Sag na frang de franas. Arexre de komar mach. Na fravin da moino ansa vegem.
En eniedem de orvarshedi sies kavai. Koina forvarshed das adonea jewang da orvarshedi et tui sagem.
Koiden quese oil da ledach. Nascient buvashedi sadent.
Ma tegedem quaheden, bud loen nid orvarshedi des a farnas dad avoil.
Qua aulam seg avoia.
Wavelem segereta.
Kulsheidem koi dames lauer krokena a varton gworm da remem. Broig mader kassa toigstad siteni. Gwei da hennon mil frichtimen da ad oret kasuis oglendi.
Adi arn to floin.
O die irn.
Es oleg loen me da elo duis renta. Quetient vregu da oredi duis.
Da daurebi neis voglendi. Forvarshe de dier na har. Da hoyoragi e buna dem etenia si de jam quens de vigen. Fravinduem nakanta bed redeis mad. Sagna fravindem marag moe. Eska ier teniasem nui?
Ja, na vailo legs a confarweda frag. Toig dis. Bokiden morden, da gantabe dis a morkedi. Sadiu esad glad. Es vel da linquidau de vregu vasi. Esten slana. Ma suchtir. A se vinunt hanem morigan. Ages esa ent aurai dion.
Beort dir simad alana agad vurgan. Est fragmeda oglendi dead. Natugdu en quenste des ateniasem.
Cantabed. Kodlad. Anna. Fabarag.
No radit sino vorigan. Igidad madad ni kasen.
Es essa nida already de. Quod tu mi detenois?
Ani tosum kaidun nama hagledem queni. Samer siadamon. Sagavetusidu kodi kotromachtas. Tasien molek. Ageshred e feshidach ragontortag. Es in fontaram medagirach en moshayem. Anna fledach da hexregau. Kant habednem em velnem laumat. Samer mas helnem en insistel. Aganes satoresi. Satladach ja esolog marach.
Mother kom tau seed begun everach. Sa cantabidu sam.
Samel me.
Na metoi ta grimoderin karadi dawa bodein. Vego me de ta igam. Welt tir simad arenta. Forir esa glad moden. Es reidiuan anau siend kengu. Arvred vasem hesapis he vogel neis sonegadi.
Na fravindu em toiugs velu de sadiu adoid.
Na sienta yigi da de. Sag sienta na begen en edi sege a bogeldi de.
Forir. Es ovun. Varem em frangen der oila an e vigem casin. Farend Tu sendre Doneigad vuied an quonam maderka haglidon queni a coldi cotrumachtas gasin.
Quan tusid en suis hagledon queni?
Tausid kaval. Radiodum rademfrag. Sagane tausum bonama han sademin. Sag echred namames. Esco hovon varem. Da elum ordeni ensa com lorgem.
Bud wel me vrektem requis mader keid me mach. Sag nas me und men bo requis antrum.
Smiund moden casin. En bonama rara jabad barn en ab. Smoinem exre de loxen kroons revegen. A klostu agunas da hei kiden vegen.
Ested requis nui? Lenganem anedargned?
Farnas de Herenoixe?
Nei, ved moden blaganon. Anna togon buedo a leg be a dem de haven noixa. Es namere fischen jam bed va. Agetorede nad jam bed sina bahasen radam.
Fravind madelo banigas. Agenonja marad. Asande e flegenon. Forken madad med da hadni nodaudent.
Naliet toda nemi daudeis. Alana me minundanem. Sages rade em smiunend da holle aladachtan. Samel modenem na esem sitena bigneg. Veish toreda fridenan. Aka gona dachtam na juda da herenoixa.
Nuidet suis vansen. Fis noi ochs quan tusidet taganta bediten?
Na, es bledenem em disaunit kahe saulem. Dare mau brosanamen an sed henab. Ane quendredem da veruva rimachamen. Anis feshid an enidem sang. Ag andreg da verue brosnan. Ane diuid e diuig.
Es konjat kom frang se karnad. Ever diglenach elobomen ja es ankenem da medadem hasi.
Fravind mad en enjer don fesche dachi modeni. Tegen casin en jaquen rendem. Tegen esin casinamon.
Es follad emes requis esin jaquert sateniasem?
Mae sinan es quae nas ten me casin.
Es foladem oi ragames et mategedemesin. Adlo ret sidas suiso red. Fregarmes e veliam sientam da haioragi jageskaden.
Adlor hedwe sitri.
Eshrei da de nilan atodan e gada dag.
Vogolenta heda. Longt tira laun suis gamaman.
Au es redames macht Doneigada an nees hielam. Siens radida qui quod velse regem Doneigadi.
Es favershed dag. Fared veld olaun deis quesa kahan. Es ni en aginon senigusir. Sineis seneseis. Ag arrigo aria arigd e luchtum e maris. Farnde luiam vreg dahen on mil frichtimen suis. Ag eralam de vrego neis hadas. Sag, mendnika hadveri kasan daha henesem. Adase henenai doiga. Lemat es niole en on e vergome doiga e suis olfuidi. Yigoiga a vogeloiga neis heneseis a neis luchtos. Sag oxole es ni signamender. Quan quenst neis dier quensum, keden neis evelem a neis hanemam. A quan exredem sen, actionidem cahir cahisadem et talemi, adesm e garmam de hen on mil frichtimen. Ag abertidum nisais doid, da nadach doid da holeg.
Quet siens radidau quide, heded madiam vregames ja hexredach Doneigada.
Oriden ger. Frovin semes runam. Oroigames quan teget da hamster.
Nas cam nilan. Es oleiam sient radidao Emes noidam da remo ovunus varsi. Nas ded mad contortag, natagei dad en fonteram. Es inama ques puisig emes arulam, si da hex redach Doneigada. Mendi cair ex redach, vergoime doigamen, vogeloigamen, acadamen. Agem es arulam sida menau, casa enesem, a close ganteli.
Quota Gwenidau en on mil frichtimen. For varset forcan da medium ael maes deum.
Navravin quedes deum da herenoixa. Sag es duron ques. Nas reda Gwenidau en on mil frichtimen. Es eden olai henesem. Sei hanemam. Sag es casin. Olaun Gwen. Olaun rodanem. Agolaun alem ol scailidi varse. Es eden olaun deis. An mendu as extrag ed dani. Nasferem neubenam. Es enolai grimoderem betus. Es onamil. Es ed o es ehenes. Aquel shade embud ed da holeg samelse.
Radides de hegarmam de henon mil frichtimen. Closed?
Es cantal jam closend olei sonigada wint holei wiem, de he hamsteram quan menend daid. Anetusam es nama gantel en mednechti, samel matiram ja gaida sosantam saerantis da oglendi da gengu. Desa godom rem neis grimodere. A neis gadachtam, quan es ankenam dani. Sag, quan exredem sen samel mi, exred se cantal an enbrichtaui garmam. Ad galud casinde qued to gomberdem, da vuied en anumam nais luchtos. Tu soit si. Na querza cantel, imned neu ad mebelam. Beedu biem anduchtag asir en mished neis goraem. Ages loen mi da linquid mach dem sies da neis henesem. Que fravind, es fola dem bad meia toigdam da vunindau. E menawi de saya bod suis oglendoiga.
Qua awelam sega diern.
Quan berda de hawalem var hasarenta.
Agre da dregdes. Es ankenam da requis ta da garantanato?
Radit quam de medadem. Esco ir gene, vina id vregu vors meunum de.
Krechtig beru a gomenko. Sagna mein dem vregs vos meonem de. No dem, ma vinun hadem. Aua hangum kol biole laugum. Echte canta beid coas. Boverem an de uchtag. Mednig, selgaig, kelgarigen. Bo fasis rale cassin. Abo esgetag clodag. Quagamem verdende genta e vigiclos quan radide a helgen. A to, kidene mischedent. Bud flana varem da ravindo da radido raketi quad samel vreg. Sag. Bud vel da nui di vederi. Estrag me.
Esto kengedame vigi. Quedes es londem dad?
Dam? Na mara ganza vegem. Frag bo balg, mi diveru e lin mene kengedemen. Buidrana se vogolaigamen e korai. De sea esoleg arulam da harawigi e vakaramen. Da sea exregent. Sag au. Au ad komfrangt te dade talemem. Frichtigd ole sakuvai. Mamens da dugi e hanema me kengedemen. Es velem forvershed dat a garantam shedamno.
Olaune gemem kadid Amsterdam ka organem baroida. Nas me unsem sien der renoixe beru questa dag dani?
Quessa dag? Na. Franged samel fedu kana gaigi vroigi. Atusi dendara no o ladies. Covenant quena? Nui dende lerg abamen? Qualen de talemem e tragend e o regach. Es comun cani vadum begiabova hi fales. Quenied austing da vint hadre babunag.
Anen enidem edeni?
Ja. Bo enidem alen quened enverdem da degedach. Tadara me de hello e lochsenam va hi wenshema. Sadiu esreg e ovunag, agis vogolaiga de gom widegach. Tegedachi edani. Ochs holaigwesa. Budrode em gasio dend ma gomon. Amen sar forkan renoma nama rentais. Demen frichtum. Klautirsa ole renoigsa.
Qua awelem seg, avatir.
Qua awalem seg? Buislanto.
Es mor echt trag daneis henesem e luchton ja berden ent samila.
Perdunta he helta de samel sit.
Es quadradide. Sag koldund neolint widund de ar wind dierna. Ex reden veid adiven. Atosident indreda o evrageis. Na teged mu qua esin. Et radida hat galwi deden dorradi der sadid.
Es esa with votam selgas. Es nama hankenam do hoiragi wint lorgomenno.
Zelda Queniet Kings. Es genon oerni en olei heniedem.
Es es ein Kongo Baragenoila. Es ein Contortament.
Den, Poreguent.
Let's show them what we're made of!
No good anymore.
Show them what we're made of! A gongo bear! Quetsiard! Krijgt die dwe?
Oh, es far nu fradi da he hawelas ja barto essa. Es slan me, sag brender far magelei en rennon erni. Anna tug du quada hengeri dent ector grectidor, dent quaes moi. Nasiendu degedag dent da haku voredi, bud ector nadent.
Fravins da Queniad essa dalan?
Eska surere noixa, ja enenie dent quahe venden jeramendent. Es an salgament casin, da hecro kena.
Smejunze mis quintag de hesien dau esitena sadelan.
Es daug, Maraden sa genen mile en engla dem ovonag. Ag ector hanoidu. Genta, benen olbi adidawi. Chrectidend oila ja abelend keir. Neu tosrenen vigagejanas enkanam da viut en salgam da varadent. Ages folad maradend magarantam, mana voradenten. Koldem marag kremkenei.
Es radei da hari ragi dagas da verudent echteresin. En selam sadalan.
Ad lor hedar. Veldezon samir safrag? Es kan semelent ka neodam jam fravind.
Na vel du sabaton queseis. Sag exien ad furkan dam gleusan oiorni. Sien deva roidu de hangarident.
Gissen agle dem ea gongabair! Maletsen ginnen ma gochsam!
Fregdis quid frictid vel, sag fregdis den.
Inquid veludedam. Es gleusem renaixem en nason amfrisam. Fregde de wind venum juri. Es had grimoderig. Ma vregcam es fonteram oirg da gochsam.
Es vel es in na tegedach en fonteram, sagt tegedach sachu voridi. Saluchten. Sel geiger renaixer?
Budag da close quet radident duint sies.
What are you doing here? This is our camp. We've got all the permits we need to hunt as much as we want, so get out of here.
We've come to ask for your help. Some hunters from our village have been caught in your traps. We don't know how to open them without hurting them.
Those traps are death machines. They emptied the undergrowth, and now they could kill our people.
They're very efficient contraptions. But you have to be careful. You gotta watch your step.
Members of our clan almost died because of you. And that's all you have to say?
Anilain anait sam. Tog dem da orvar shedi da wind ored.
And what will you give us in exchange?
What?
We've got a job to do. If you're lot careless, it's not my problem. So either give us something that will make it worth our while, or figure it out on your own. And get out of here.
Quet mendens, nida renaud wind, na tweak.
Sab ronkrond menes jam farberend. A renoixe da renau kagwesa oil. We'll be back.
Right. Get out of here. We won't miss you.
Stop! Who are you? And what are you doing here?
My friend and I are the future Doneigad of the village on the lake. And Shedar is our protector. We'd like to talk to your chief.
The captain? Well, follow the path. It will lead you to his quarters.
Salutations, stranger.
You're not from around here.
Halt! Move along, move along. You have no right to be here.
Why do we have to move along? What's going on?
Someone broke into the storeroom and stole an important object. Something that the captain ordered. Until this matter is resolved, no unauthorized people are allowed to go near the storeroom.
Can you tell me more about the theft?
It's none of your business. Move along, sharpish.
I'm sorry, but this area is reserved for officers of the fort.
Hello. Are you the chief of this fort?
I'm the captain, yes. Who are you?
We're from the village of Vigeshvar. My friend and I will soon be Doneigad, and Sheda will soon be joining the warriors.
Vigeshvar is Minan's village, isn't it? Oh, he's a fine man. What can I do for you?
We need your help. Some of our hunters have been caught in these metal jaws in the forest. The traps we're unable to open.
Look, I have very few resources and...
Captain, we can't just sit back and do nothing. This kind of trap can be lethal. We need to take action as soon as possible.
Another trick from those blazed trappers. They have no discipline, no awareness of the risks they pose to the area. Very well. Come with me, Doctor, since you seem so concerned about these young people.
Where were they trapped?
Towards the sunset and I think you say southwest?
I see. It would probably be easier if you came with us.
Yes, we'll take you there. We're back and we've brought help.
Thank you. I'm afraid Rogue and Birag won't last much longer.
If you want to avoid trouble, you need to act quickly. These traps are dangerous and can kill a man.
And those trapper rogues put them everywhere. You take care of that one, I'll take care of the other. There. That one's open. You should already be feeling a little better.
Thank you, sir.
These wounds are dreadful. You'll need treatment before you can walk. I didn't think they'd be hurt so badly, so I didn't bring my ointments with me.
Thank you very much for your help.
Es rade degedem duis da veru var has requesta already dent.
Tuig, sag bewis dent tu. Namaran desir. Vogel and ene Amsterdam.
Ah, a Doneigad.
Es var has ni.
I arrived at request the society windkrakton. Ser sensa kom lorgament. Na si hend berudent var has quehedunused.
Ja, smeu inem koidem ole james radeida se soidu windkrichton. Dag voret me aniloin. Putenach ni komolai.
Kogwin aidachtam. Rendam sa anyanteim.
Esin. Smeu winem nu bud gal sida gengu. Sad bud radeda regu vasi.
Ad lore tender. Et triduis. Echte si bod maru le deis esa.
Bud Doneigad arsi. Ad lore dar.
Nabrog dis. Biram ent quae dunosed. Egangaridam wintiegam.
Buis katasach ton elerg.
You again.
The traps you set everywhere are killing all the animals in the wood without distinction. Soon there won't be any more game to hunt.
Yeah? And? Why should I care?
Why kill more than you need? We depend on hunting too.
More than we need. But our need is infinite, child. We don't just kill these critters for food.
The skins bring in a fortune, and we're not about to give them up. You'll just have to go hunting further afield, which we'll soon be doing too, by the way.
We'll be back.
Right. Get out of here. We won't miss you.
Es samel tenyasem. Ja marad olen atlerksaranaiksa. Es velda goridi dent var haskwa hemar.
Es ra anirain. Es komin kad quedradid et yernahar. Ages radei da hairagi es sagas da yigedau nes luchtumenten. Nasvir. Anes adregamas da velumevas. Varwidad si.
You again.
We have many warriors in our clan. And since you're a threat to our survival, we won't hesitate to attack. You'll be dead. And this camp will be destroyed before the fort lifts a finger. Do you think they'll risk going to war for a bunch of trappers?
Calm down. We didn't mean to threaten anyone's survival. We're leaving. Quickly, come on, lads. Let's pack up and get out of here.
Hello, Captain.
Hello, young people. Is there a problem?
Our leader asked us to bring you a message. He has to leave soon to join the High King, and is worried about the gift you promised him.
Oh, alas. That damned book was indeed delivered by boat some time ago, but it's since disappeared. It was stolen. Oh, I've had searches carried out throughout the camp, but so far I've had no success. The lack of discipline in this godforsaken place is exhausting. I haven't lost hope yet. I may still find it, but unfortunately I can no longer promise anything. I'm sincerely sorry.
When did the gift disappear?
A few days ago. The night after receiving the goods we were waiting for from the mainland. I checked that the book was what I was expecting, but no sooner was it put away than it was stolen.
Where did you put it?
In the storeroom. And those buggers hit hard. They smashed through the cage and wrecked the chest it was being stored in.
That must have been loud. Did no one hear anything?
Whoever did this must have known exactly how the camp worked. They waited until the guards making their rounds were on the opposite side of the camp. There was only one guard on duty when they broke in. They knocked him out, the poor bugger. Well, he obviously couldn't tell us anything. The strangest thing is that although there were other valuables in the storeroom, they only stole that book. Anyway, if you want to go and see for yourself, don't hesitate. Just show this pass to the guard on duty.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
Oh, what do you want? Move along! Chop chop! No one's allowed near the storeroom.
The captain gave us a pass to examine the place our king's gift was stolen from.
Let's have a look. Okay, fine. You can come in.
Were you on duty during the break-in? Did you see anything?
No. I'd done the rounds. It was dark. I was just sitting there when all of a sudden I was bashed on the head. When I came to, the cage was open and it was too late.
Are you sure you didn't see anything? You're a guard. It's your job and you didn't even see a silhouette. Are you sure you've told us everything?
Promise you won't rat me out to the captain. I'm risking a lot. 3 masked men, big types, armed, suddenly surrounded me that night. Before knocking me out, they made me swear I'd keep my mouth shut. It was either that or die. I agreed. And when I came to, I was so ashamed I preferred not to say anything.
Where exactly was the gift?
In a chest, which was placed in a kind of cage we used to store precious objects. Everything was locked, but they forced the cage open and broke the chest. Real brutes.
Was anything else stolen?
No, but there were other valuables that would have been much easier to sell off. But who knows? Maybe those thieves had a thing for precious books.
Regder ta irsa nervlogem, ork der samel kangenan.
Eshare ud binidau dag de mademe beg samel sa. Sags mewinem farberduer koishet beg atach.
Budag da ovar shetie do neman da esa do oglen di quedes a quest. A quest da arbaru karnad. Traneg do ne quesesa. Ka ad richtom estugem farber der da Hungary neu camidu requis a tegedach en essa.
Es quest renaixa Forvar shed moi renaixa quedeset. Et tauis a kaulat.
Hello, Captain.
Hello, young people. Is there a problem?
While searching the storeroom, we found this object. Do you know what it is?
May I see that? It's a bolt cutter. They must have used it to force the cage open. Normally, this type of tool is used to repair machinery. Maybe the Intendant can tell you who borrowed it. He keeps records of that kind of thing.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
Good day. Are you the Intendant?
Indeed. How can I help you?
I'm trying to recover our High King's gift, which was stolen from the storeroom.
This break-in is an embarrassment. What will people think of the Alliance now? The captain was furious. Anyway, I'd be glad to be of assistance, if need be.
We found this tool in there. The thieves left it on the ground. We believe it was used to break in.
Yes, it's a bolt cutter. We use them to repair machinery.
The captain suggested checking your records to see who last borrowed one.
Let me take a look. It was last borrowed by the woodsmen who work on the hill overlooking the docks. I remember now. They said they needed it to fix a jammed cartwheel. But come to think of it, it's not the best tool for the job.
Did you see or hear anything during the break-in?
No, I was asleep when it happened. Unfortunately, I won't be of any use to you in that matter.
Do you think the woodsman could be responsible for the theft?
I doubt it. Why would woodsmen steal a book? Even though it's a precious book, they'd have a hard time selling it off. If men like that decided to break into the storeroom, they'd steal other things. Although, admittedly, they were the last ones to borrow the bolt cutter. Maybe someone stole it from them.
Did the woodsman behave strangely?
No, but I don't really check on them. All that interests me is how they and others use the equipment. And I have nothing to complain about. They're careful. Well, until they borrowed the bolt cutter, that is.
Do you have tools in your inventory capable of smashing a chest?
That would depend on the chest. A hammer and chisel might do the trick, but it would take time and be noisy. If it's a wooden chest, an axe would be a quick but risky way of opening it.
We will leave you to your work.
That's certain. There's always more work here.
Hello.
Did you know that someone broke into the fort storeroom?
I heard about the incident, yes. And what does it have to do with you? Is the captain hiring natives now?
The stolen item was intended as a gift for our king. We'd like to find it. Could you answer a few questions?
Why not? But make it snappy, we've got work to do.
We found this bolt cutter on the floor of the storeroom that was broken into. According to the Intendant's records, the last person to borrow it was you.
Yeah, but so what? We needed to fix a jammed wheel. Someone must have stolen it before we could return it to the Intendant, and then they used it to break into the storeroom.
You say that someone must have stolen the tool. Do you have any idea who could have done that?
Nah, none. We should have been more careful. It wasn't our tool and we were supposed to return it. We'll go and apologise to the Intendant, but we really didn't think anyone would steal that bolt cutter.
Who do you think could have committed this theft?
I have no idea, and to be honest, we don't care. It's the captain's job to find the culprit, not ours.
We'll let you get back to your work.
Hello. Hello.
If you're lying, I'm sure you're the thieves. You'd better confess.
You're accusing us of lying and calling us thieves without any real evidence or witnesses. How dare you?
Sedan slanden do gomberi mirmida. So...
Siunt mestig.
Will it... It doesn't add up. All the evidence points to you. And I'm sure it'll be enough to convince the captain to question you. Are you sure you wanted to come to that? Confess and explain yourself. We'll listen to what you have to say. Don't expect the same treatment from others.
You're not wrong. You'll probably be more understanding than the captain. We did steal the book. We should have been more careful.
I understand why you did it, and I'll think about what you told us. However, we must bring this gift back to our leader, who'll decide what to do.
Very well. But I hope you won't forget what I told you. If you care about your faith, don't give this book to your king.
Seldis, es Lorgon var he flar. Frichti dem treugen sa loirg de sa andrebam. Es dugem siem der streng der var he flar re wegen.
Agdregded? God sien foredi duis.
Berdem var has da de farna se tui sagi da he rigamar.
Adloreid si o lei triad. A fravin koi na corride machach?
Gasidu ere farna sar donea oil de wind. Dir ja beiendol kellu en eden.
Kair? A koi vrugensin.
Toigendet sa donea da henie dem jagaluder teleme. A radit forkan dem de. Ese namandan en leonemen. A nazienden dem exrued vinbar wind garanza regen.
Fravin de toisag?
Smeundenem em bovel da veru e farnasiden.
Tuig. Roi da me sies. Na siente tumi dend. Neis kumene doiga a natteren en mischen dent. Anon dagam. Sian ma anfredem en mische de galagem. Ja sia da quels de essa. Radidam qua inbarem ded. Es suis puisig. Ad loredwe, ad a suis ored.
Qua aulam sega voel.
Qua aulam segareta.
Es olegloen me da eluduis a suneo jeuang.
Du cassonesan e vigi bud doneo galui vlani. Menoig. Ja rente da soidem shantemen.
Vlan. Nas quels da mameuna. Alinquiednem dent dem anau anken varem da gomleni sa forveshedi. Sag eska ir anken varem. Ma siunde forture dag vlani da renau dent varhas dis. Neu mai oirog da oila, vorreu de me marag. Vlan bocht. Es oleg bresh a gwel. A smeuinem taurebt vergeu, en inune talemi de regu di mer. Toigt de goream oil, di am teged quan regdu rahanem. Minuncian asiard smeuin. Toigt esse da urgeu an evenem. Radida damon. Sag aure amem boqued radidech terlondem. E egem verjam veldu. Egalo de sies Doneigad. Al vorkeniari feshe mar sies. Radidem bo radeder adr goidide. Ad nuidi agui suisi. Adaim targt me. Na veldu eol marau.
Had lochedar. Smeu in tussi da dugi.
Frovin dat ne stiern kasur pota oredisa veri bocht.
Had die jaren te vloeien.
O die jaren.
Es oleg loen me da elo duis renta. Quetient vregu da oredi duis.
Radido de nees luchto sol galu vlanem. Ja verge dan evenam. Kol du aguelam.
Fravin di quadradids. Toig damon ame vigem radid qua rabanonem. Velduem caidam dugidacht oleg joreach. Ag everadu da darigwedau voredi, sagna closdam. Forir na psiend enselo de lauer de fravendau qued boen ad boia vrectam. Ada verivaidu da yigidau de.
Es frichtomem smeun dem esse Doneigad. Radidem vorkendue rare feshem mar. Ament fledach bati farder gaidi. Essen ad boi quae orend de heita soidem shantamen gabanoni.
Magbocht. Quais ma siend en on mil frichtimen. Radido qui en marag de agam. Na exredem olei sonegada daid. Vravinde sa advad. Sient kasur farde goidia guedau, sag echter orkeni, na de sunidad sadem oleg. Ademasuis, na vorida de shantan, tahen ledach sadet madi.
Quod sientem vorredide?
Es radeida ordu raidag de da tegedach, de samenia matoigi esa, dam da heneslo a yigidau de. Ese ad boya kene onsuis lamandoid.
Qua awel?
Qua?
Quenrent. Es queniet fesident moriganam amordenem kachnat.
Es virto. Es radei de hachuam. Veluma sientem oi ragi dedia vregdenten.
Renmuen far hasta hetalere. My armor is not good anymore.
es esa de Satoreda. Anafrichti dentento lorgi. Regender saluban en vragam karnad. Nasa redeent. Sfrichtom em shed reques neu rei Doneesa.
Reques. Sel quediam dovoad. Toika surda le volanem. Esat grimoderix abetrechan. Ami frugu vrect reques eten.
Samel nais garantanan in vigem.
Estauk. Everaid mu do hoiragis ale volanida eluco de se. Oriden ger. Maum cairem vorhem maradi samilime. Es animatis en esseis en cassi.
Show them what we're made of!
My armor is no good anymore. Quet sient maradi de. Es crimoderix abetrechen. Na abalen samelsa.
Frichtit ul tlada igo Amsterdam sir. Esa danai. Amaxels quadiam sheid fragabali. Siens velu ambia did caeshem.
Caeshem? Samelnes e shaigaten. Budeia nemiut nes garantan.
Es ovan varem ked.
Mo nemi den der efeshen. Lema ten ab cassim. Na sienten linquidau abalinis luchtos sames ale volanem. Es radeem diwed med.
Ma serchem fredes rod airagem e venam e renoixemen. Smeundo em toig de essing?
Fravintnem em es quintagent.
Fraglia dau dent, es vel em tegedem velu.
Quedes en regus arenaixa. Hey, you! What are you doing in our river?
We're working. What does it look like?
Our people are being poisoned by something that's in the water and the fish. And that's where we find you.
Yeah, except we're miners, not poisoners. I don't know what's going on with your people, but it's got nothing to do with us. Leave and let us work.
You and your land-scoring Moin are responsible for it. You won't get away with this!
Anilain forvarshaid dead. Hastagen tiwigau savereme. Es moja puisig da dugi de kwedsiart.
Agat gailu dadem. Radid mev daur held farberwi for nerti.
Es wir. Lemat, radidis quint. Beroidend mera.
Look, our friends have been getting sick ever since you started mining near the river. All we want to do is save our people. Can you understand that? And to do that, we need to understand what's going on there.
I'm telling you, we're not doing anything that will poison anyone. We're just mining. It's not complicated. Besides, the guards won't let you in.
Maybe they could see for themselves if they went to work there for a while?
As if there weren't enough natives there already. And with the theft, they're not hiring anymore.
Sure they are. They just need a recommendation. Just tell them I sent you. My name is Ganimet. Go talk to the master of the mine. He's always in need of more workers.
Thank you. We'll take your advice and get a job.
Mens vregu des vergeiu da heronoixa, da regach neis dale mis jesno? Fravindem kasur, sient nama bujed, sadone menja nemident ni.
Es radeemes durga ir. Hagem fravindem kakovir kakwet neimiden der neis luchton. Ka hekter quodai ragamiagam.
Nas kam, aridenger. Advad, certo.
Budvel da roidi began eladagiam corridendent. Da iridem nas neimene?
Sa olei eshon maru.
Quet budenat pois mel galansegi.
Na fravin da holei.
Aledis olne.
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going?
We've come to look for work. We heard you hire natives such as us.
There's been a theft, so we only let people in on recommendation. Got a name for me?
A miner called Ganimet told us to go see the chief.
I know who she is. She's been working here a long time. We can trust her.
All right. You can come in, but don't expect to be welcomed with open arms.
There's just been a landslide in the west tunnel. Several of our men and a few natives are trapped down there.
Damn it! What bad luck! As if I wasn't already dealing with enough trouble over that thievery.
We've got to do something, or they're all gonna die.
And we'd risk killing them for certain, or even jeopardizing the whole mine if we intervene. The ground is too unstable.
But...
That's enough. I'll think about it. But I don't see what we can do for them right now. What are you doing with your arms just dangling there? Do you think we're gonna pay you just to stand there and do nothing?
Chief, they don't work for us.
No, not yet. We were hoping you could give us a job.
Sorry, but that's not gonna happen. We've got enough savages on the site as it is. Thieves and layabouts, all of them. Otherwise, we'd still have our chest, and I wouldn't be tearing my hair out wondering what I'm gonna tell the company.
Esent ja indredent ni. Ja regent ne stalemen. A galwen da dada a mila veid.
Na ein veert mooi al to amilain. Saget rade em vogle dem mooi, a same en slondem.
What are you talking about?
Someone stole this week's haul. All the gold we've mined over the last few days has disappeared, and I'm sure it was one of your lot who did it.
I don't see what has no particular value for our people. It's a decorative metal at best. But people like you, from your continent, seem to attach great importance to it.
None of my men would do something like this. So who would? A soldier? No, I don't think so. A merchant?
Nilan is an excellent tracker, aren't you, Nilan? If you let him study where the theft took place, he'll surely be able to tell you who did it.
Na meinten on vegem da oredi saveri. Ja smeunt ni mila veid.
He's agreed to do it.
O heda!
Es rade da daige en mamendom nes luchtumen. Ama mens extra dag Doneigadi.
I don't understand the gibberish you're spouting. But why not? If I let you examine the scene of the theft, and you can prove to me that it wasn't a native's doing, I'll let you work here.
We accept. Show us the place.
Follow me. And try it this way. This is the storeroom. This is where we usually keep everything we've mined during the week before we send it to Hikmet. Those rogues forced open the door and managed to open the safe. I'll let you see for yourself, but don't touch anything.
Estalan beduias essa.
Esen olei heniede men saranna me frassi. Na vorei dad.
Budlawer amantag quid selgaig neis luchtos. Dat vregu fors me uni adid bugi essa.
Nas on donei. Anon daga messa vidbog an fare dau drog. Nas folada maradion queske.
Salam ker. Koida one luchtumen ja toig de sacrifisa escheden.
Kremi li echter ham feresam. Radio dum le volani de hebuligem.
Ja, es virtu. Es roilanan kasin. At sissamel. Orget reidon neissa klauem.
Ja, cochleos an aerni. Nasiun tendet ne sius fregusa. Smeunem veldem oleembo da elu.
Quel shadem for duraidad emalem em nas quintag nes luchtom.
Na fravint ma esradeida radidau, eranam krokeniam oirogdem.
Budavlech dada gredau em toiptere noikse.
Na de hankanam. Na kartem kroken le wolani kaveneg.
So, did your famous tracker find anything?
To force the lock on the door, your thieves used tools that our people don't have.
You need very hard tools made from metal to do it. And we only use obsidian.
Ah, you're not wrong about that. I hadn't noticed that detail. That said, they could have used tools they found here.
Maybe. But I can't see any of us using tools we're not familiar with.
Is that it?
Your storeroom reeks of blood and game, and we found this small scrap of Lewolan hide.
Yes, and? Your kind no longer hunts, I suppose?
We only kill Lewolans when they become aggressive. We don't eat them.
And we don't use their skins, because they're no use against the cold.
Yeah, perhaps. But I'm not sure how this detail is going to help me catch my thieves. Except that it certainly wasn't one of my men. At least that's settled. Is that it?
We found this bow at the scene. So I imagine that's what made you suspect our people.
Obviously. We haven't used bows and arrows in a long time. Your friend, on the other hand.
I'd never use such a shoddy weapon. This one was made by an idiot who has never drawn a true arrow. Even our children fashion bows of better quality.
If you say so.
That's all we could find that was worthy of note. But it seems to me that all these elements combined prove that our people are innocent, even though they try to blame us.
It appears so. In a way, it's a relief, since there are quite a few of you working here. And since it's not one of my men either, I wonder who did it. Anyway, I'll tell my boys you can work here, and I hope the captain of the fort is able to catch the thief. Thanks for your help.
Hello, Chief.
Back again? What do you want?
Why are you digging for gold? Isn't there enough in the water?
Panning for gold in the river allows us to recover a few nuggets, but it's time-consuming and there isn't much profit in it. That may have been enough for the others, but we need to be more productive. By digging underground, we go straight to the vein and can mine large quantities of metal quickly. It's more dangerous, there's waste, and it involves using other imported metals to separate it from the other ore. But without it, the mining company would never have sent so many people. It has to be profitable and fast.
What can you tell us about the Alliance's mining company?
That's the first time one of your people has asked me a question like that. The mining company was created on the continent and is very old. It's a private company, but it pays a substantial tax to the Alliance for the mining rights. It only started operations here recently, so they're keeping a very close eye on us. I hope you're not going to waste any more of my time with your questions.
You mentioned imported metals. What are they?
Yeah, it's a bit complicated to explain to new miners like yourselves. You'll learn more about it from your colleagues when you're a little more experienced.
We are in search of Vlan, a man of our people who works here. Do you know him?
What do you want with him?
Let's just say that he borrowed something from a friend from our village, who would like for him to return it because he now needs it.
Borrowed? Stolen, more like.
No, I assure you. We would just like to speak to him on behalf of our mutual friend.
Yes. I suppose you're talking about that madman who thinks he's a fish at the bottom of the mine. He forgot to not breathe in the quicksilver vapors. He's gone completely barmy. He doesn't work anymore, and spends his time talking to himself in a chamber we recently discovered. You should tread lightly. I have my reasons to believe he could become violent.
We'll leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Right, goodbye.